Dear students, how are you? I am very fine. I think you are also fine. Now, I would like to introduce myself. I am Nurulom, lecturer of English, Police Line School and College, Rangpur. Today, I am going to teach you about report writing. You know, we have a report writing topic in English grammar or English second paper. Report writing will have 8 marks. So before knowing how to write a report, you have to know that there must be a headline in writing English newspaper report. So now let's know something about English newspaper report or headline writing. You know, English newspaper headlines have some special words that is very difficult for the students to understand, and most of the newspaper headlines use very short letters or short words that is very sometimes complexing or very difficult to understand for the students. Now let's go back to the vocabulary and grammar. But before going to the vocabulary, I would like to tell you about the grammar of English headline writing. Grammar rule number 8. Most headlines do not have any finite verb or do not have any main verb. Actually, most of the headlines are not a complete sentence. Now let us know some examples of newspaper headline. More wages cut. More wages cut. Now look at the example of the headline. More wages cut. In this sentence, the cut seems to be a verb or finite verb, and wages is a noun and more is an example of adjective. But here cut is used as a noun. So actually this headline is an example of a noun phrase. But the meaning of this is the wages or salary of the particular employees or the service holders or servicemen or women have been cut means reduce. Reduce means to lessen the payment of the employees. Next example, holiday, hotel, death. Holiday, hotel, death. Holiday, hotel, death means someone has gone to a hotel during his or her holiday, and that man or woman has died. You know, look at the second example. In this second example, holiday, hotel, death, there is no finite verb. Death is a noun, hotel is also a noun, and holiday is the example of another noun. So this headline is the combination of a noun phrase. I think now it is very clear for you to understand that most of the newspaper headlines do not have any finite verb, but from the usage of the nouns we have to find out the meaning of the headline. Rule number B, second rule. Now I would like to tell you that, you know, in these two examples, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, both of the headlines have or contain 3 words. But in some headlines, you will find 3 or 4 or more words. It may be nouns or verbs in the examples. So now let's see how the meaning of the word can be found out. Furniture, furniture, factory, pay, cart, row. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. In this headline there are only 5 words and it is sometimes very complex or too much sophisticated to make out the meaning. Row is disagreement and cart means reduce or reduction, pay means payment or salary, factory means factory and furniture means the factory makes furniture. So the meaning of the headline may be like this: there has been a disagreement. There has been a disagreement because the factory owners, the furniture factory owners have reduced the payment or salary of the employees of this furniture factory. So I think the meaning is now very clear for you to understand. Now let's go to another rule. Woman walks on moon. Woman walks on moon. Woman, actually there should be a woman or the woman walks on moon. Actually the moon is the moon. The rule is, in some headlines you should leave or omit or avoid the usage of article A and B. You should not use any A, N or B. In some headlines, articles are not used. And the woman walks on moon means a woman has gone and walked on the surface of the moon. Now let's go back to another example. Shakespeare play Immoral. Shakespeare is one of the greatest dramatists in English literature. Play means drama. Immoral means not moral. Moral is the opposite of immoral. You see, look at the sentence. Shakespeare is a noun and here play or drama is also noun and immoral is the adjective. In the headline there is no main verb. Actually, there should be a main verb. Here is be or is. If you put be or is in the headline, Shakespeare play is immoral, then the meaning is very clear. The meaning is the plays of Shakespeare are not moral or the plays of Shakespeare are immoral. So the rule is very clear that in some headlines most be verbs are omitted. In some headlines most be verbs are omitted, and in some headlines articles A and D are omitted. So I think it is very now easy, or it is going to be easy for you to understand how the articles and the examples of be verbs are omitted in the writing of the English newspaper headline. Now let's go to another rule. Here the rule is, if you want to give the meaning of present continuous tense or present perfect tense, but in the headlines if you write present the example of present continuous tense or present perfect tense, you have to write a very longer sentences, and in the headlines or in the newspaper you will not have, actually you don't have so much space to write a very longer headline or longer sentence. So in this case, you need to write a very short sentence which is very eye-catching and attractive to look at, and the readers will be able to get the meaning very easily. Now let's know how we can use present perfect tense or present continuous tense. Now let's see on the board. Look at the example. Blind girl climbs Everest. You know, Everest means the Everest. The Everest is the tallest and highest mountain peak in the Himalayas. Blind girl. Blind is the adjective and girl is the noun. Here blind girl is the subject. And climbs is the finite verb or main verb of this sentence. You know, climb means to get up somewhere. If you say you are getting up a tree, if you are getting up the branches of a tree, that means you are climbing up the branches of the tree. You are getting or you are walking up the stairs, that means you are climbing up the stairs. Or you are trying to reach the zenith of a electric pole, that means you are climbing up a electric pole. And Everest means a blind girl has already gone to the peak, gone to the top of the Everest. Here the meaning is a blind girl has climbed up the Everest. Blind girl has climbed up Everest. So I think it is very clear for you to understand that in case of present perfect tenses, in the headlines of the English newspaper, you should use present indefinite tense. Now let's go back to another example. Now look at the second example. Students fight for course change. You know, students is the subject and fight is the finite verb, and for course change is the complement of this sentence. You know, this is the example of present indefinite tense. But the main meaning of this headline is like this. Students are fighting for a course change. The meaning of the headline, students fight for course change, is students are fighting for course change. So dear students, I think now it has been very easy, or it has been easier for you to understand that in the writing of the headlines, you should use present indefinite tense in a state of present perfect tense or present continuous tenses. As for example, a teacher is lecturing before you on the writing of English newspaper headlines. The headline may be like this: a teacher lecturing before you on the writing of English newspaper headline. So suppose you are listening to my lecture very carefully. The headline will be students listening to the lecture of the teacher very carefully. Suppose you are writing very attentively. The headline will be students writing very attentively to the lecture of the teacher. So I think it's very clear to understand. Now let's go to another rule of writing newspaper headline. look at the example of the headline. Earth getting warmer. Says scientist. The scientists have said that Earth getting warmer. This is the headline of a report writing. You know, Earth is the subject, getting is the example of present participle, and warmer is the example of comparative degree. You know, the sentence looks like the example of present continuous tense, but actually this is not the example of present continuous tense, because here there is no be verb. So subject plus present participle plus the complement of the sentence. If you want to mean that there is a change or there has been a change in your headline or in the topic, so in that case you should use subject plus present participle. The meaning of this headline is, you know, earth. The earth, we live in our earth. This earth has a particular or a special temperature. But the scientists have been researching about the climate of the earth, and the scientists have seen that there has been a very much change. There has been a change in the atmosphere, in the climate, or in the temperature. So you, in this way, in this case, you should use the headline like this: is earth getting warmer? Change of subject. So if you want to make a change of subject, you should use subject plus present participle. Now let's go to another example of subject plus present participle. Trade impasse improving. This is the second example. Trade, you know, trade is a business, and impasse improving. Impasse means a stagnation. A stagnation means when the businessman cannot do any business, when the businessman cannot sell their goods, when the businessman cannot earn money, when they cannot make profit. So this situation is called trade impasse or trade stagnation. Improving, you know, improving is the verb, and improving here is an example of present participle. If you put an is here, trade impasse is improving, then this is the meaning that the trade impasse improving means the trade impasse is improving. So this is also a change of subject, because the previous subject was trade impasse. Trade is stagnation. There was no business. But now there is business going on among the life of the traders or businessmen. So now I want to end my lecture here, and the second part of the lecture will be next. So I think you have understood my lecture, and if you feel any problem in understanding the topic, please call me in my mobile number 01719 463 582. So thank you, and stay home and stay safe.